Think about the way we think. Don't trust this man. Welcome back. So I made reference last time we were together to what I might talk about for a minute. I've been thinking about it, trying to kind of figure out how I wanted to approach this. So I'll start with a wee story, just a wee little story, and we'll kind of see where it goes. I used to be a pastor, I mentioned that before, and I guess it was around 2004, I went through this phase, and I'm going to be kind of technical, sort of specific to a particular niche, so to speak, so bear with me. I'm going to try to kind of be more general as I bring it home. But anyway, I went through this phase where I was really big into Calvinism, and I was particularly taken with the idea of double predestination. Well, let me back up. Predestination. And then I was thinking, well, you have to kind of take the whole thing, so let's go ahead and go for double predestination, which, in short, not to overgeneralize and make anybody look bad or good or however you might feel. Double predestination believes that God has created all of us, and He has destined or foreordained that some of us would go on to salvation and eternal rest and with Him in heaven, and others would go to hell forever. So I went through this phase where I was really big into the whole teachings of Calvin, the tulip, as it's commonly referred to. I won't go into it now. Maybe we'll put up a link to some whatever, so you can just you can inform yourselves. And I pastored at a church that was Pentecostal, and again, not to be too whatever, but Armenian, so not Calvinistic at all. Calvinistic. So it was a weird fit. Obviously, I kind of kept my opinion to myself and stuff. Anyway, I don't bring that up to talk about the theology of it all. Rather to say this, that I don't believe that anymore. I don't necessarily subscribe to double predestination. And that's what's got me thinking. I was thinking about how certain I was, how absolutely sure I was that it was right, and I was right. I was positive, and now, I don't know. And I was thinking about the last time I heard a spiritual leader in my faith tradition utter those words. Last time I heard a preacher or a pastor or someone on the national stage or someone who claims to speak for people of faith, particularly my stream of faith, say, I don't really know. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure it out. And it got me thinking about how we really idolize the idea of being certain. And I know what you're thinking. Stephen, there has to be absolute truth. I'm not going to disagree with you, that there are things that I believe unwaveringly. But there are other things that I'm just not sure about. And I would just say tonight, today, to you and to me, that we shouldn't be afraid of those moments in life when we just aren't sure. We shouldn't be so scared by the fact that our brains and our hearts and our souls and our minds and who we are, that we're limited and that we're trying to figure this thing out. Maybe if we weren't so afraid of it, we wouldn't be so mean to other people who just aren't sure. It's kind of a common theme with me, isn't it? But it's something I think about a lot. I think about the way we think. Think about the way we think. That reminds me of the Lollipop Guild, or something from The Wizard of Oz. The way we think. And I think if we weren't so afraid, if we weren't so terrified by the notion of not being sure, think of any issue, sort of any of these sort of peripheral or ancillary issues that seem to kind of crop up and cause trouble between folks who believe one thing or another. Well, let's talk about creation, for example. 6 days, literal 24 hours, young Earth, old Earth, dinosaurs, Darwin, the whole bit. I don't know. That doesn't frighten me. It doesn't frighten me that I listen to people who are passionate about this one particular school of thought, and I think, man, I appreciate your passion. And I'm not sure, though. And I talk to someone else who's like, yeah, but look at this and this and this and the whatevers, and I don't know. And I will say that as I try to figure it out, I pray, and I read the Bible, and I say, God, I don't know. You know, say. Here's what I do know. And we'll go ahead and just finish with this. I know that God's bigger than what I don't know, and that He loves my ignorance as much as He loves the things that I think I know. And I believe the same is true for you, whatever you know tonight, or whatever you don't know today. Yeah, that was good. Let me again say this. Please, we'd love for you to be involved. Join the conversation. I'm so thankful that however many of you have seen it, however many of these that you've seen, it really means a lot to me and Joe both that you take the time to watch these and that you engage and interact. I'd love for you to share it if you think it's share worthy. If not, by all means, don't. But two, let me encourage you, if you want us to talk about something here on Don't Trust This Man, just send it our way. We will. No topic is off limits in terms of considering trying to address it. I'm not going to be hateful, or I'm not going to get too weird. But if there's something you kind of would be curious to hear chatted about, send it to us. We got a Google Plus page, I think. Here on YouTube, you can leave your comments. So, thanks so much. Until we meet again, be well. Good night. So long. Farewell. I'll be your... Is that how it goes? It's in the Sound of Music. So long. Farewell. I'll be your saying something or other.